The definition of nepotism is the act of granting an advantage, privilege, or position to relatives in an occupation or field. Although this man was Berry Gordy's son, he refused to take any handouts and continued working his way into the greatest roster of all time. He has one of the most well-known songs, which is perhaps the greatest one-hit wonder of all time. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Rockwell. Before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push the notification bell to be sure you won't miss on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born Kennedy William Gordy on March 15, 1964, in Detroit, Michigan. He is the son of Motown's founder and CEO Berry Gordy and Margaret Norton. He is named after President John F. Kennedy. And William Smokey Robinson, he has 7 siblings: Berry IV, Hazel, Kendall, Carrie, Rhonda, Sherry, Stephen, and Terry Gordy. Kennedy attended Beverly Hills High School in California and graduated in 1982. Of course, being from a musical family, with his father being a great Berry Gordy, it was inevitable that Rockwell would enter the music business in some capacity. To avoid the impression of nepotism, Gordy signed a record deal without his father's knowledge in 1983. Motown offered the moniker Rockwell, and Gordy accepted since he thought he rocked well. Rockwell's debut single, Knife, was released in 1984 when he was 18 years old and did not chart. He subsequently composed, co-produced, and arranged his second hit, Somebody's Watching Me, which was featured on his debut studio album of same name, released in 1984. This song benefited from the abilities of Michael Jackson, who served as guest vocalist, and Jermaine Jackson, who provided backing vocals, albeit neither was recognized.
Rockwell is a brand new artist, a brand new name for a lot of people, and a lot of people personally have asked me, well, how did he get Michael Jackson to sing on his record? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, me and Michael are friends. We go back a long way. And one day, Michael, called me up and said, let's get together. I went up to his house, and, Michael's always interested in what I'm doing. I'm interested in what he's doing. So I played, he asked me, he said, so what are you doing? I said, I'm working on the song. So let me hear it. So I, got it, put it on. He really loved the song. Before, one by one, he called down, as his family to hear the song, and he really loved it. So he says, who are you going to get to sing on your song background or whatever, and I said, well, I'll see, I don't know right now, I'm just, we're cutting the tracks, so he volunteered, he goes, I'll do it, So the next thing I know, it was in the studio with Mike.
You think that's a song that he felt close to, that he related to?
Yeah. See, it really, to me, it feels really believable for you to hear Michael on the choruses, because, who else really feels that way?
Right.
Michael.
Sounds like the whole world
is watching Michael Jackson.
You're right.
I was a little more paranoid than usual one night, and I think that's when I pulled out my pen and started writing.
He didn't even know about it. The company signed me because of my talents and not because of him being my father.
Michael heard the song, and he really loved the song, and he was interested in who was going to be singing background. He said, well, I'd like to do it.
Somebody's Watching Me was certified gold by the RIAA and reached number 6 in the United Kingdom. It topped Billboard's R&B chart for 5 weeks. Somebody's Watching Me, which some have termed a paranoid pop classic, reached at number 1 on the Billboard Global 200 and remained there for 9 weeks. It reached at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, remained there for 13 weeks, and sold over 500,000 sales in 3 months. With the popularity of Somebody's Watching Me, Rockwell released his second studio album, Captured, in 1985, but it was a failure, landing at number 120 on the Billboard album chart. Rockwell's 1986 song, Obscene Phone Caller, peaked at number 9 on the R&B chart and remained there for 14 weeks. It was the last record to enter the charts.
Listen, man, I don't...
As Rockwell continued to play and performed on American Bandstand, Soul Train, and other television dance shows, but his recording career was waning. Rockwell officially retired from singing in 1991 when he was 27 years old. In 2009, Somebody's Watching Me appeared in Geico commercials and was included in the 2011 film I Am Number 4. In July 2010, Rockwell married Nicole Moore, but the couple divorced a year later due to irreconcilable differences. In 2021, Rockwell released a new rendition of Somebody's Watching Me. It peaked at number 86 on the Billboard Global 200 and remained there for barely 2 weeks. In addition to his music career, Rockwell has supported a number of humanitarian organizations throughout the years, including the Special Olympics, the American Cancer Society, and the United Negro College Fund. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. Who do you believe is the greatest one-hit wonder of all time?